Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Rob's Movie Reviews. I want to talk to you this week. This is going to be a real short video, by the way. I've got a lot of things going on, but this is a film I've been meaning to get to for some time, and I'm going to do it now for you. It's one of my favorite horror films ever made. It's a 1985 Paramount release that was produced by the husband and wife team of Dino and Martha De Laurentiis. It was made on a $7 million budget, and it returned about $12.5 million, so it wasn't a blockbuster by any means, but it was commercially successful on the mild end of the scale. I'm talking about the movie Silver Bullet, which is based on the Stephen King novel Cycle of the Werewolf. And actually, Stephen King was brought on board to adapt his novel into the screenplay for the movie. It stars Corey Haim as Marty and Megan Follows as his sister. It stars Everett McGill as the Reverend Lowell, and Gary Busey, who I personally just absolutely think was over the top terrific in this movie. This is vintage Gary Busey at his absolute best. You could tell he was just having a great time with the script and with his character and with his co-workers. He just had a ball making this movie. You could tell it, and it really shines through in his performance. Everybody in this movie gives a wonderful performance, but head and shoulders above all of them was Gary Busey. He really helped the movie really punch it and drive it home for me. It's an outstanding film. The thing I like the most about it, and I'll say this real quick, I rank this, in my personal opinion, as the second best werewolf movie ever made, surpassed only by An American Werewolf in London. And it's because they followed a lot of the same formula that was used in American Werewolf in London. You've got a lot of suspenseful moments. You've got a lot of very shocking moments. But what really makes it work and drives it home is the humor that is sprinkled in throughout the film. And most of that is provided by Gary Busey. Big surprise there. But the basic story, I'm not going to tell you a whole lot about it if you haven't seen it. It's a movie I want you to check out, definitely. But we've got Corey Haim as Marty. He's a young boy who is crippled and bound to a wheelchair. And his sister, Jane, played by Megan Follows, is kind of shamed by her parents constantly into doing everything she can to help Marty out. And she feels like he's kind of a ball and chain around her neck, and it just really gets on her nerves, but she's learning to deal with it. Well, Marty discovers that there is a werewolf in the midst of their small town of Tucker's Mills. And the werewolf, the person that is the werewolf, I'm not going to reveal that, knows that Marty knows who he is. So Marty and his sister become targets, and they recruit Uncle Red into helping them fight this werewolf. At first, he doesn't want to get involved, but when he realizes that maybe there's something to it, he does. And I'm not going to tell you much more. I'm just going to tell you this is a fantastic, fantastic movie. If you have not seen it, you've got to check it out. Be sure to check out Silver Bullet. And with that, I'll see you next week, and until then, you take care.